Junior doctors here engaged in collective action against government plans to expand medical school admissions quota are poised to face tangible repercussions come next week. Our Shin Se-byuck has the latest.
Starting next week, the government will begin suspending the licenses of trainee doctors who have not returned to hospitals. Urging defiant doctors to return to their patient sites, Second Vice Health Minister Min-soo issued stern warnings on Thursday, stating they would face consequences otherwise.
Starting next week, the government will enforce license suspensions for doctors who have defied the return-to-work order.
Park also called on new interns who have so far failed to register at hospitals to do so by the end of this month, highlighting that this is necessary for them to advance to becoming residents next year. If the government proceeds with the suspensions, they will take place some 5 weeks after trainee doctors walked out of hospitals en masse, protesting the government's decision to increase medical school admission seats by 2,000 starting next year. The Health Ministry has issued prior suspension notices to about 5,000 trainee doctors who must submit their responses by next Monday. Following this, the ministry will proceed with issuing formal suspension notices. Thursday's announcement came a day after the Education Ministry announced details on how the additional 2,000 places at medical schools will be allocated. According to the current plan, most seats will be distributed to medical schools outside the capital area to better address the shortage of medical services in rural areas. That figure is 1,639 seats, approximately 82% of the total. Based on the announcement, each university will have its new quotas reflected in its admission announcements for the 2025 academic year, which will be released to students around May. Following the government's announcement, medical school professors, trainee doctors, medical students, and medical associations convened on Wednesday night to strategize their response. The primary focus of the meeting was to discuss when professors from medical schools nationwide might submit their resignation letters. Professors from leading national universities have agreed to resign en masse. However, they have not yet settled on a specific date for taking that step. Professors from Seoul National University and Yonsei University have already marked March 25th as their resignation submission date, while professors at other universities including Ulsan National University and Seonggyun University are still fine-tuning their plans. In the meantime, the government plans to host an open discussion on Thursday afternoon aimed at addressing concerns and improving the conditions of medical residents. Shin Se-byuck, Arirang News.